Okay, folks, see, that's the thing, okay? I do have to say this. I wasn't aware. I've had of who I am originally, okay? It took me a long time to figure it out. I didn't have any help really figuring it out. Nobody told me. I had to do it all on my own. Anyway, with that being said, Abrahamic covenant depends on obedience, folks. Okay? And this is the last wicked day, so what were you expecting? What were you expecting? Please, don't. I've been warning these people for years. Those are not my anointed. Those are... I didn't choose them, folks. I chose David. It says it right there in the Holy Bible. You'll see it over and over. David, David, my servant. With my holy oil, I have anointed him. And those other people, as far as I'm concerned, my point of view is that they're just taking advantage of a sleep in Israel. And I've had nightmares. I've had nightmares about these folks, okay? I've had nightmares. It's never pleasant, okay? I've had a few dreams about these false chosen ones, and it's always a nightmare. So, don't support that crap, folks. Just don't. I don't get it. Like, why? Okay, I think I can turn. Yeah, people, I don't. I've met a couple politicians in my life, but they're not my chosen people, okay? And anybody trying to do anything with a handshake, well, guess what? That backfires there, buddy. Because that just shows how wicked you are. Because that wasn't my intention for you, but your intention for me was to steal from me. That ain't gonna work. That don't fly. That don't fly, okay? Nah, brah. Go swim in my shorts. Or better yet, go get fired. Okay? Yeah, and the stalking ever since I moved to Texas has just been it's horrible, folks. I'm not blessing this place. No. Absolutely not. People are the worst. You really are. This is the worst state I've ever lived in. Okay? No. There's... It truly is. It is. I mean, some can say it's the best of times. Well, it wasn't the best of times. Well, no. Yeah, we've just been attacked here, folks, like nonstop. It's just been harassment, stalking, all this shit ever since we moved to Texas. So, no, I'm not blessing this state. This place is nasty AF as far as I'm concerned, okay? And so are your politicians here. They're worse than the shit on my shoe. They are. They're horrible. They're not my anointed. If they ever were, they're not now. Absolutely not. Never, never, never. No. And for trying to steal from us, guess what? What are the wages for sin? Do you remember what the wages for sin are, or do you keep forgetting about what's in that book? You keep sinning against the living God, the angel of the Lord? Well, what do you think's going to happen to you? I don't think there'll be anything good happening to you. No. And this goes for everybody. Okay? If you don't like my rules, you can get off my planet. I don't care. Okay? Unless you're my anointed. That's all I'll say about that, okay? And no, none of these politicians, none of their support, no, they're not anointed, okay? They lied, okay? They are not anointed by God whatsoever, folks. Okay? I thought that vaccine rollout was absolute bullshit because I could tell something was coming. Okay? And no, I don't keep... I mean, I get premonitions and stuff, but, you know, if I knew everything right now, and I mean, that would just be really boring. So I don't do that, okay? But I also am not surprised, okay? I'm not surprised, okay? And don't try to surprise me because you know what? You're just cursing yourself. I don't do surprises, folks, okay? If you want to be a wicked piece of shit, well, stay being a wicked piece of shit, but get off my planet, okay? Why don't you go to Mars? Oh, wait, you can't. You're stuck with me, huh? Ain't that cool? Yeah, no, you can't go to Mars. You can't go to the moon. They lied about all that shit, okay? And I don't know what was my grandfather doing, and you know what? In these... I swear to God, they're all the same, folks. These Knights of Columbus people, they're just as bad as the Freemasons. Okay, that's another society betterment club that they're just a bunch of fucking male witches as far as I'm concerned. Because they don't speak on my behalf. I speak on my behalf, okay? Nobody else speaks on my behalf but me, okay? All these pastors and priests and stuff like that. What? You guys don't represent God's... I know it says, okay, the stuff about, you know, all this stuff. You know what? In this day and age, I think it needs some clarification, and the clarification should not be coming from anybody else's mouth but mine, okay? Read my lips, only mine, okay? You can't speak on my behalf, okay? I'm sick of all these pastors and priests and these reverends and whatnot trying to speak on my behalf when they try to think what I would think, but they don't think that most of those people are oh my God, most of those people are false, folks, okay? They are. Okay, you hear all these stories about the abuse and the all that stuff. What motivates you to do that to a child? That's not from God, folks. And the whole Catholic Church and all these other places are filled with that shit. That's not from God. And plus, they do the Sunday worship. Okay, that's your other clue that that's not from God. Okay, The day of rest is Saturday, and the day of worship Saturday. The Sabbath, okay? It's not Sunday. It never will be Sunday, okay? I don't understand what the whole deal with Sunday is, but it's Saturday, folks. Technically, yes. Okay? You can't be doing the Sunday thing and saying that you speak on my behalf because you don't. Okay? And you people putting all these other people before me, well, that's breaking the first commandment right there. Okay? God said no Trump presidency. No. He may have gotten away with it the first time, but you know, the second time I said no. That's what they're guilty of, and he is. He's guilty AF. Okay? So there's absolutely no reason why anybody should be fighting me on this. Guilty AF. That's the word, folks. That's what it is, because that's the truth. And they don't want to hear it because it is the truth, because it's the actual truth, because the actual truth, yeah. The actual truth seems to offend them, doesn't it? Yeah, they don't like hearing that they're not my anointed, because guess what? They're not. None of them are mine anointed. That's just what it is, folks. That's what it is. Okay? I never said that they could take from me and my household like that. Okay? They're not. They're not mine, folks. Okay? they decided to go their own way. And guess what? Touch not. So, no, I'm not. Why couldn't you just deal with the fact that you're a fucking pedophile and give me the job? Or give somebody that I approve of? Because I didn't approve of any of those people. That's why I was running. Because I don't approve of any. I never approved for Harris to be vice president either. Okay? And that was the most shit she was ever going to get away with either. Okay? No. You're not mine either, ho. Okay? They're just not. None of them are. Nobody on that stage is sent from God, folks. Okay? I've had it. And none of these... Stop listening to these priests and... Just go pick up a Bible and read it yourself. Okay? Because I'm sick of these assholes trying to get in the way of my relationship with human beings. That's all they are, folks. They're part of the fucking Matrix. Okay? The cursed Matrix at that. Because I don't support that shit. Okay? This is not rocket science. Okay? I don't support it. I don't support people trying to interfere with my relationships with individual human beings, because that's all the fucking church is. That's all these priests and pastors are, okay? And I'm sick of dealing with it. I don't like all these men trying to usurp my authority, because guess what? Fuck you. Fuck all of you. Go stay in hell. Go die. Okay? That's your sentence. You are not my anointed. Stay dead! Thank you.